Hello everyone, this is Danielle Lewis of Selfish Me Travel. I promised that I would talk about my currently living in Merida, Mexico. So this is the story. It's not very interesting, but most of you know that since the year 2001, I had declared that I was going to retire at 55 and move to Barcelona, Spain. So from 2001 to 2017, or the beginning of 2017, it was Barcelona, Spain, Barcelona, Spain, Barcelona, Spain. So when I sold my house in 2016, it wasn't a surprise, okay? It wasn't a surprise to friends or family. I've always looked at other places, but Barcelona just snuck up on me and just hugged me like I belonged there. Anyway, when I sold my house in 2016, I kind of got a feeling that, you know what, you don't have to really settle down right now. You don't have to move from one place to another to settle. There's a whole world out there to see. So I decided to become a nomad. So I sold everything that I own. I have one suitcase and one large backpack that has my camera gear and my laptop and iPad and etc. Okay, all kinds of cables and batteries and all kinds of stuff like that. So, and I was from December 2017 until I started in Cancun. And then March 2020 is when COVID struck, and I was in Zanzibar, Tanzania. So I have been many, many places, and you'll just have to go and read about the places I've been at my blog at selfishmetravel.com. But I came back to the U.S. Prior to the lockdown. I ended up staying with my good friend and travel buddy, Yolanda, in Charlotte, North Carolina. But that was 9 long months, and I was depressed and miserable. A set of circumstances happened when I came back. I had actually run out of blank pages when I was in Africa. Okay, when I left for Africa, I had 6 blank pages, but every country that I went to, their visa took up an entire page. That was unexpected. Truly, that was something I should have planned for, but it was unexpected. So by the time March came, I did think about this. So I extended to Kenya, extended my stay to Kenya and to Tanzania so that I could go back and forth between both countries until I normally came back. My plan was to come back April 30th, which is what I've been doing every year since I retired. But with the lockdown, I could not put in my passport because nobody was going into the offices, and the government was kind of hands tied, especially with personal information like that. They couldn't just, pick up mail and just send it to everybody's home who worked for them. No, there was, security and, protective walls and things that they had to consider. So also by that time, during, COVID, the high points of COVID, my driver's license was going to expire on my birthday. So, waiting throughout the whole summer, offices are closed, government offices, federal offices, state offices, local offices started opening up in July. So I looked around. I couldn't make an appointment in Virginia to renew my license until October, till the end of October. That wasn't good. And then, so I looked in North Carolina, and I ended up needing my passport to get my new driver's license in a new state. So that meant the earliest appointment I could get actually in North Carolina was actually on my birthday, September 8th, 2020. So as soon as I got my new license in North Carolina, I sent off my passport information. They had already stated, the U.S. State Department had stated that it was going to take 10 to 12 weeks. And indeed, it took 11 weeks for me to get my passport back. By that time, I had taken a train up and was staying in Virginia with my good friends, Kristen and Kenny Bishop. And Yolanda had promised me, she said, as soon as I get your passport, I'm going to let you know. And she did. As soon as it came in the mail, she was like, it's here. I got online, and I had been online looking because I wanted to go to Mexico. I wanted to be still near the U.S., but out of the U.S. And normally I'm gone by October 31st, but now we're talking about Thanksgiving. So what I did was, as soon as I knew that Yolanda had it, I immediately booked Merida, Mexico, an Airbnb down here in Merida. And I've been calling it Merida until I got here, and people were like, no, it's Merida. So it's Merida, even though it's called Merida. It's spelled that way, Merida. So that's how I got here to Merida. Merida has a huge expat community, both black and white, from America, from the USA. So it has always been on my list. I have been a member of International Living and receiving their magazine for more than 20 years. So I was aware of Merida, Mexico. And when the opportunity came with COVID, Mexico has been open regardless, okay? The border crossing in your car and on the train has been closed, but you could always fly into Mexico. So I did not want to go to the popular spots like Cancun or Cabo, where everybody was going. And again, it's spiking in those areas just like it is in the US. So I wanted to come somewhere where I felt safe. And Merida has a great hospital system here in the Yucatan Peninsula. And it's 91 degrees outside. That makes me very, very happy. So that is basically how I got to Merida, Mexico. And I will be here through April 22nd, I believe, God willing. We are on lockdown here too. Mexico is no different than any other country in this world. I mean, all my neighbors are walking around on the street or driving by with their masks on, and Uber is the same. When I catch the Uber to go to downtown or to Walmart for groceries, same thing. You have to wear a mask. You have to sit in the back. There's nothing different here than in the U.S. So surviving. I've only met one friend, and that was through we have a shared friend. So we met downtown last week. That was great. I can see us being friends for forever. But other than that, most activities locked down. There is no meeting. No one's going. Meeting, inside. If they're meeting anywhere, it's outside. So the day we met downtown, the park was, rather crowded, but you still had space to walk around. Downtown was just fantastic. So that is how I got here. And again, I'll be here, God willing, until April 22nd. I think that's the day I leave. But so yeah. That's why I'm here. It's 91 degrees, as I said. I have a t-shirt on. I had a wrap on. So until I go outside and get some warm, hot heat, okay? Which I love, which I adore. You wouldn't think I was from Pittsburgh, right? But I am, and I hate the cold. So that's why I'm here. That's why I leave every winter before it gets cold, because I don't have any winter clothing anymore. So I have to be somewhere warm. So basically, that's it. That's why I find myself in Merida, Mexico. So you all take care, and I'll probably have some tips for traveling next week. Okay, bye.